Greetings everyone, hello and welcome to Anno 2070 once more. Boy, it's been a while and we're finally back in this beautiful game, probably one of the most complex Anno games out there and also already pretty old. And in this case here, we are diving into a challenge mode this time around. So we're playing a continuous game on the difficult or hard settings that is. However, we're going one step further because I'm also adding Keto to the list. So if you don't know this, Keto is the ultimate enemy that is going to wreck your game. She's going to arrive after 3 hours once you start the game, and in that case she's going to make our life really hard. We're also playing with Tilda, with Bartok and with Thor on hard, so especially the combination of Thor, Keto and the pirate Hector on hard is going to be really challenging. So if you want to play along with this, you definitely should know quite a bit about the game already if you want to survive this long. The goal is also to build up a tycoon megacity, so a really big city where we do have the monument of course built, and to build also a deep sea base in the ocean as well. So lots of objectives really, and the ultimate objective of course is to survive this onslaught. We're also going to play with the add-on activated, and we're playing on a large map size, that is with minimal income. So we're also going to go into the game settings. We're going to have few fertilities and a large island size, and also we're going to play with as little money as possible, so only 10,000 credits for starters, and we're also going to start with a with one command ship, right? So that's the minimal, so one ship, and with that you're going into that. Also the city disasters are on hard, the environmental disasters are on hard, the quests are rare. I still want to have the occasional quests there. Technological disasters are hard, so we are going to see tornadoes, we're going to see floods, we're going to see nuclear disasters. All of that basically is coming in here. Also, we're not getting any money back from refunding of construction costs, so this is going to make things even harder. So this is going to be brutal, right? I have no idea at this point if we survive this. At least we can enjoy the journey up to the point where we actually lose or we actually prevail. I don't know. I hope you're going to enjoy this one. If you enjoy my content, please consider also supporting your Patreon. The link is in the video description. And without further ado, let's get cracking. Go, 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 go.
I thought I'd be doing important things.
Alrighty, and this is it. This is the beginning. This is ground zero of a new game once more. Welcome back to 2070. Welcome back to the arc where we are right now, leaving the station with Swordfish, our warship, our first flagship that we really have, with a few building materials on board and a bit of food, that is. And with that, we have to build a city that will last a lifetime, hopefully, and more than that. The clock is ticking. Keto arrival in 2 hours and 30 minutes. By then, we need to have a strong defense and a strong fleet ready, because she's out there to destroy me, and she wants to destroy me. And boy, she is not going to be easy. We're also playing with hard pirates and hard Thors, so this is also something we need to prepare really quickly about. The pirate in 2070 is super aggressive early on, and for this we need to we also need to be prepared, obviously. We are going to scout ahead. I'm just going to into this random location into the center of the map here. We already start at this map here, which is not looking so bad, this island here. We have some rice on it, and we have no oil unfortunately, and also just a medium amount of ore that we could use. However, we would have a power plant possible here, which is great for electricity. Other than that, very bad coastlines overall. This one is a good coastline, however, it's looking towards the inside of the map, towards possibly pirates, Keto and Thor, and this would be pretty bad for defense purposes. So I would like to have a bit more of a hidden beach line at first. So we continue onwards up here, most likely. The thing is, you don't see the islands until you discover them. So there it is, right there. We are discovering an island right now. In Anno 1800, for example, you see the islands already in the distance. That's not the case with 2070. Let's just go ahead and land our way. It is another rice island. That is important because we need rice as our first commodity for liquor. And let's just have a look at this. We can see this is going to be a massive island there, no doubt about that. As we continue, probably then also on this side here as well. And let's move it further over there and then up. And then we scout the north. Let's just have a look at this one. We got rice here. Unfortunately, no oil, no uranium. These are two very important things we actually need. There is lots of iron though. 60,000 tons and 107,000 tons of coal. Lots of building space really.
Scanning unknown coast.
That's not bad. We got an okay beach, I'd say, towards the inside. Right? And also lots of space. Plus also a lake over here for a power plant then again as well. Another island pops up. This case here, this one has oil, this one has uranium, and it has vegetables that we need for a second tier population there. Oh, look at that. There's the pirate already floating around. We probably avoid him, should avoid him. And yeah, before I'm wasting any more time, we will settle on this big island here with the smaller island right across the channel. So they're really close to each other, right? You can actually see them. There it is. This is ideal to defend really. Plus we get uranium, oil, vegetables, rice, iron and coal all together, plus lots of building space. Why not? Let's go ahead and settle on this very first island here and get progress founded here, our first city really. And of course we go ahead right away with the street building. I'm going to send Swordfish off for more exploration to the north and then all the way to the northeast as well. So off you go. Hopefully you come back in one piece. That would be amazing for me. Now we continue with
registering attack.
Yeah, and there's the pirate attack already. That ship probably is going to hunt us down now until eternity. And you can see this. He's not going to give up, right? The second pirate joins as well, and we might actually lose my warship Swordfish here already. Let's just hope that we can do some exploration before that happens. Let's build the first city center. That's actually something super important we need to do in order to unlock more stuff down the road. Let's just see how we can do this. Probably somewhere here. There you go. And with that, the city center has been created. We're going to rename the city, of course, to Maynard, one of my long-term supporters. Thank you very much. I think this is an awesome name for a tycoon city. Yeah, with the city center on its way. I would like to continue right away with building me a few houses then. So let's get cracking on a street
located
that we're going to have then over here, and probably a double road as well. Continuing with exploration, there is another big island up here in the north with vegetables, with oil. It's still far away, right? We're still being chased by that pirate here. He's not going to give up, unfortunately. The thing with the pirate on hard difficulty is he's not going to give up, right? He will actually destroy us at some point if we stop. And I think he might actually catch up to us at some point now. Now, next up is the industry zone. We are continuing onwards here with a depot. I do need this one as a starting point. Let's try to get in some of these iron deposits there as well. If these not iron deposits are ore deposits that we have, because you never know what kind of deposits are awaiting you. There you go. And this marks the beginning of an industry zone, and probably of my first also sand mines here, right? So we're going to start with that basalt extractors or crushers, as they're actually also being called, and we're going to need quite a few of them. Let's actually have them looking towards the mountain there, so that we have first of all, of course, a basic road here, and then we're going to have our first crushers for that. I think that's a lovely name. Going to start with the first two, and the first two basalt smelters then as well, that are going to produce this then. Also, we're going to need some coal and some energy, and for this I actually do need to have also some first tycoons, so we can actually start with the first row of houses then somewhere here. Another island has been discovered, and by now we are actually under attack by the pirate. Nothing really I can do about this, and with that we already lose that ship. Unfortunately, I have not discovered any of the other factions yet. Would have been lovely to be able to do this before losing that ship. But yeah, you can't have everything. Now, we continue onwards with a few more houses up here. Probably just bring another block like that. Very lovely. And this actually unlocks us now also then here my smelters. And of course, we should also work on that first power production. For this, we need as tycoons actually and there we've lost the ship. It didn't survive a long time. Swordfish, rip.
Command ship
Going to the depths of the ocean. We can purchase another one for 3,500. I'm going to wait on that for a while though.
Welcome to the
There's Dr. Partok. With that, we have discovered her. That's super important because she's going to give me some nice resources then as well. And with that, let's have the the coal mine, right? Coal mine number 1. And yeah, let's also have it in this industry zone here. It's already dirty. Let's just try to squeeze in then a few of them, right? So we can have the first one here and the second one then up here in the north as well, together with a coal power station. And this one will lead to power production right over here as well, consuming coal and also creating pollution. This is another mechanic that we have, our eco balance up here. This is my pollution more or less. If this goes too high, we are going to see an unstable environment that leads to tsunamis, to tornadoes, and to reduced fertility primarily for my farms as well. So we need to be careful to not overdo it here.
Registering eco balance.
Yeah, and there it is deteriorating already. Now, next up on the list is, yeah, just some more expansion for my tycoons. There we have them. The first people are moving into Maynard, full of hope. They don't know what's awaiting them. It's not going to be a bright future for the moment, right? Let's raise the taxes right away to level 2. This will still allow them to grow, but it pushes a bit more for us because we are negative right now on the balance, and I want to get this positive as quickly as possible, of course. 66 people are living here right now, and we still have 6,700 credits on the account. Doesn't take long for us to actually expand on the building modules already with another crusher and another smelter. I would also like to move my arc, so it's still stationed here in the center. We can move it to fixed locations, and there's one location right in front of my island. So with that, let's just get it over here. It's going to sink over there, submerge, and move over. And there it is, once again, right in front of my island. We also need to continue with some fish farms or some fisheries. Let's have one for now, right, as we can afford this. And I also continue right away with a few more. I will unfortunately just have to risk it and purchase the next command ship right away. 3,500 credits. Very expensive that is. Unfortunately, it's necessary because we need to get to other islands, of course, and also I need to purchase materials from other competitors. So there it is once again, and let's continue where we left off. Probably could start to scout down there to the south first and then over. And yeah, we have discovered the pirates base over here now. A really cool looking base, right? A sunken skyscraper. And yeah, we should not get close to this area there, otherwise we're getting crushed as well. I'm still hoping that we can find Bartok, because she has cheap materials usually. And we have discovered Tilder down here in the south, and probably on this island here that is coming up now.
Scanning unknown.
There she is, and she has some materials for us. And while my ship is still alive, we should purchase those tools that she had. So this is the first faction as well that we have now, beside Tori Bartok, right? And we can then also do diplomacy with them. We can actually also purchase their shares. We can invest into them. And we can also, of course, declare war on them. For now, though, I would rather just purchase those tools.
New buildings available.
All from our own farms.
That's going to be 600 credits there. It's fine. But it's dumping us down now to 2,100 credits only. How's my fish looking? Fish is rather stable. We have some building materials in. I would like to continue on building probably my 5th. Nah, let's stick with those 4 for now. That should be fine as we continue with a few houses now, especially here. And it doesn't take long for us to get the next tools in. Perfect. We cannot produce tools at the moment. So it's important that we purchase some of them. The pirate, yeah, we should probably avoid it. Let's continue into this sector here, right? It's closer to us. I want to scout as much around us as possible. And whenever I have materials, I'm going to build more houses. To finally also have a positive balance of 9 credits per minute right now.
Coordinates acquired.
Another land that we have discovered over here. And another island, and this is Tori Bartok, finally. The tech civilization that we have. They're looking already pretty bustling right over here. And in this case, he's got some nice materials there and very cheap as well. So we definitely should purchase those as well. Also some building modules to speed up our own development. 900 credits, and with that we're pretty much broke at this point. the 1,000 credits we have left. So I will definitely stop my purchasing. Let's get those materials back and continue with the expansion of Maynard. And that means more houses, essentially. There's the materials, very nice. Actually going ahead and we take 10 of these and 6 of the tools and get over to the other side here to also claim this island for us, so that no one else will claim it for us. I would still like to stick with this island here, even though this one is bigger, right? It has the same fertilities, so yeah, it does not have uranium. This is tricky. We need uranium, and I will not be able to defend more than 2 islands at once with Keto. So I'm rather going for this one here, because there we have the chance for the nuclear power plant, and this is a safer bet. Plus, we don't need that much space in the total in the total scope of this first city here, right? Thorntown it is, and with that, second island already expanded. Perfect. Take the rest of the building materials back again to Maynard, where we have lots of building materials right now, and I would like to continue with a few more houses here. We are going to just go have some basic blocks here right now. There's not much room for beautification, unfortunately, on this kind of difficulty, right? So I can, of course, go ahead and make me a bigger block here if I want to. That looks then towards the casino at some point, right? So with that, we have a nice block. And then we can have some more buildings here close to the mountain there, just on the ladder, really. Building materials are in. I would like to continue right away with my next depot that we're going to build somewhere over here to start the liquor production. For that, yeah, we do have the rice fertility, and we already only need the distilleries. And we can have a whole bunch of them in this area.
Environmental influences.
Once again, we are infecting more or less the eco-balance here negatively. So in that case, reducing our fertility, and build the first 2 of them. And after a quick brief period of ramping up, we get the rice, there it is. And we can now make beautiful, juicy sake out of that. For drinking, of course. With that, let's also have a look. This is the 3rd demand that we fulfill with that. There it's coming in, right? We get more taxes out of this. And of course, also one step closer then to our upgrade to tier 2 population. One thing that we still need for this is a casino. There it is, satisfies the need for activity. And we can just choosily squeeze it in right here, beside my city center, and take in this whole southern area, as you can see, for expansion. Let's just find us a nice room for this, where it's looking towards. And there it is, a casino for Maynard. This satisfies the activity need, and with that we only need to fully satisfy now the drinks, and we could already upgrade to the next civilization. We have some building materials, so let's go ahead and build us a few more houses. We want to have as many as possible around the casino. Very good. And let's also continue with another distillery. And also another fishery now. As you can see, it's looking rather nice on my balance right now. 2 hours and 3 minutes until Keto arrives. And we are about to enter now tier 2. With that, I only need to lower the taxes to the lowest amount. So that's still 200 on the balance. Very good. And I might actually go ahead and build me another distillery right away. We just need a lot of them, really. So this whole area is probably going to be one sake production area. And with that, as you can see, we can upgrade. And of course, we should do this right away.
Registering new population class.
And with that, tycoon employees have joined. A bit of a taller building there. Better paying citizens, that one. Let's raise the taxes for them right away. And as we can see, we got a whole bunch of new resources and utilities that we need to provide. That is the information tower and also burgers. I mean, who doesn't like burgers? And also this we need to provide. It cost me 1 tool to upgrade, so we should be careful about by how many I'm upgrading. And one thing we have unlocked with that now is, there it is, the tools production. So we should work on that ASAP to get independent. Meanwhile, we continue with the exploration. I do not need to be be super safe with that ship for now, because we have another island and we've also got all the tools in from the other competitors. So even if I lose it now, it won't be the end of the world. Also, we should never have it in the harbor area, because the pirate also would then attack the warehouse.
The neighbors also think we have it good here.
I continue with some upgrades, just to raise also my tax income. Yeah, and with the right building materials in and also a bit of money on the side, we can start with the tools production. It's going to be a bit costly at the beginning. For this, we need an iron ore mine that we can have over here. And I will also need a coal mine that we can have over there. That's already 600 credits for both of them. So 1,200 credits we just paid for the mines now. Next up would be now the iron smelter for 400 credits. And with this, we can start this smelting process now. There's this tiny area that I would like to use for this. And with that, coal and iron is coming in now. And we can then start on the toolsmiths. I continue with some expansion of my citizens. Good. And we probably continue now to raise the taxes for the rest again, so that we juice everything out of them. Fish and schnapps, it's not looking that great. Or let's actually call it sake. So let's go ahead and build me another distillery right away. And since we have the building materials, let's go ahead and build us another depot. I would like to have the third depot now in this area. And with that, we can also start with the tools production. I'm not going to have it right here in this area, because this is for the raw materials. And then we're going to have some factories here now as well. Trenchcoat has entered the sector. He's going to play a major role in the future. But for now, we're just going to ignore him. And there is the toolsmiths now, the first two of them starting their production. With the remaining modules, let's go ahead and continue with the city expansion. Over here we have Trenchcoat. An amazing ship, really. Interesting fact, in 2205 he crashed on an island and we need to recover his ships and his belongings. In this game here he's still alive and floating around. And he also sells tools and building modules and even weapons. Unfortunately, his prices are ridiculous, so I'm not going to interact with him for the moment. Back in Maynard, we have some nice amount of money now in, and that means I would like to double my tools production already. Growth is after all super important. For now we can have another depot right over here in this area where there is another deposit, and let's use this right away for some additional iron mine. Coal should be fine actually, and we're going ahead and building us a second smelter then right here as well in the mountain area. Also, we should upgrade that depot here now to level 2. Costs me a bit, but it is then providing more storage, and also, that's pretty important, more carriers that are transporting those resources back. We get a first quest by Trenchcoat. We need to deliver 8 tons of building materials to a submarine, and we would actually get some materials like crude oil out of that, some influence points, and I think we can accept this one to Roswitha. And those building materials, of course, are cheap to come by. We have lots of them and a nice production. And let's get this over there. I'm especially eager about licenses, influence points, right? And with them, we can actually upgrade modules then and even have special policies enacted soon. So let's do this while we can. 8 tons it was. Yeah, let's just get those 10 tons over. The submarine. Speaking about submarines, if you are not familiar with 2070, we only have scratched literally the surface of this game right now, as there's also going to be, of course, deep sea bases that we can have then down the road as well, that we are needing. But for now, let's stick above sea level. Alright, we do have some good fish and liquor coming in. I would like to continue to use the remaining of my building modules to build me some more houses. raise my taxes. And with that, we're also soon going to reach 1,000 people. It is now 1 hour and 48 minutes until Keto arrives. I think we have everything in, also the money. Oh, and we have discovered Thor. He's over here, settling in, and he's going to be my biggest threat after Keto. He's even a bigger threat than the pirate, because Thor is expanding quickly, aggressively, and he's got choppers, so air forces right away and rather quickly. There is also his main island for now, already expanding pretty quickly there too. So now we have to juggle Hector and Thor. Both of them are going to be super tense to us. I hope that with Thor we are getting some good quests that I can use to boost my influence with him right away. Unfortunately, that is purely luck based. Down here is the submarine, and let's go ahead and turn in the quest. Get the crude oil that we are of course going to sell right away, probably at Thor. Perhaps we actually can raise our influence with him a bit. He actually also sells some building materials, but it's very expensive. Alright, let's continue with another toolsmith. Actually with, yeah, let's have one more toolsmith for now. Should have some iron in. No, not exactly. Not a lot right at the moment. And we still have this iron deposit down here then. Well, let's go ahead and sell the oil. 250. It's okay.
Then we have a deal.
Any kind of positive interaction is helpful towards that quest that we want to get. Alright, building materials is fine. Tools is now coming in with 3 factories. I would probably also open up then this coast area to us soon here now. And we probably... let's have another fish for now. Go. And use the building materials that we have to build us a few more houses. We're at 600 on the balance. That is way too low, or even now. And let's go ahead and just have more houses than here, close to the casino there as well. And with that, the casino really has been maximized now. And as we can see, the bustling streets of Maynard are getting busier with, yeah, drones and flying cars. And we can actually expand already to the 3rd building material that we need already. That's concrete. So let's start that production since we have everything in. For concrete, we will need a limestone quarry, and we're also going to need a sand extractor. For the limestone quarry, unfortunately, we'll need to use a mining site. Let's just try to get over there somehow. We probably will need to expand with 2 depots. There it is. And this allows me to have a limestone quarry over here. And we also need sand, and for this we have the rivers, so that's why it's super important to have an island with rivers. Let's also have another depot here. And then start with a sand extractor. And then we can start with the concrete factories. 250 credits it costs me each, and yeah, we can actually already build the first. Yeah, getting really busy now on the map. We have now all the factions discovered. Also the pirate. And we have 1 hour and 42 minutes until Keto arrives with his flagship, his battleships, and his fighters. And we continue onwards with Maynard in the next episode. I hope you enjoyed this one. Stay tuned.